Today we're talking about why I'm counting calories to lose weight. I have to start this by saying I understand that this is controversial. I also need to pop a trigger warning in here because we're going to be talking about weight loss and counting calories. If you are not in a mental space ready to talk about this, or if you are looking at weight loss as a punishment on your body, then this isn't the right video for you. I'd much rather you watch one of my other videos, awaken your inner self, get back to a place of self-love and confidence in your body as it is now, before you take the journey onto losing weight. And I only want you to watch this video if you want to lose weight for the right reasons. I also only want you to watch this video if you're looking for long-term healthy change. We're not about quick fixes, we're not about fad diets, we're not about restriction, we're simply about counting calories, understanding what's right for your body and doing it in the healthiest way possible, both mental health and physical health. Up until maybe April, I would not have accepted that counting calories was an effective way to lose weight. Counting calories for me was always told to me and sold to me by the diet industry as not the right way to lose weight, as being restrictive, and coming from a family who has a history of eating disorders and doesn't always have the healthiest relationship with food in both aspects, both overeating and undereating. I always saw calorie counting as something that meant I had an eating disorder. I was always so determined to prove that I didn't have an eating disorder. I ate whatever I wanted in protest, more than I wanted in protest, for not wanting to be like them. Those wounds have been healed in 2021 through going inwards, through healing, through meditation, through looking at my triggers, through really going inwards and finding all the answers. Here I am now, willing to accept that counting calories for me is, plus movement, but we'll talk about this in a minute, is the only way that is healthy for me to lose weight. It might not be for you, but I'm here telling you my experience. I'm also by no means a trained, certified medical professional under any way, shape or form. So if you're following this and you want to talk to your doctor first, do that. If you're just here for some advice, listen, but always know that you have to do what's right for your body. This is what's right for me and my body. I'm just going to start by saying that my calorie counting journey probably started way back before I can even remember, and I went through stages of being restricted as a child by a grandparent who would restrict my calories because I was deemed as being overweight. On the opposite side of that, my other grandparents, and I'm from a split family in many, many ways. Lots of different parents are split and lots of grandparents are split. It's very complicated. Other grandparents would overfeed me. My dad's family would look at the grandparent that was restricting me, who would send me to their house with half a packet of crisps, and that half packet of crisps was my allocation for the weekend, and say, nah, you can eat what you want. And so all of this from a young age got a bit confusing to me, and I have carried that for years. Then in university, and as I was going to university, it was made known to me by certain people that I was overweight, I was too big to be pretty, and that has also carried with me for a long time. I've done everything. Cabbage soup, diets, shakes, keto, vegan, restriction. I've done deep restriction. I've done everything you can ever imagine. At one stage, I would only allow myself to eat 450 calories a day, like 450 calories a day while taking slimming tablets. Did any of it work? Does it look like it worked? Like, no, it absolutely didn't work. It didn't work. It's not sustainable. You can't eat 450 calories a day and be at university and still live your life. Like, it's not possible. I had rejected all forms of calorie counting from that point because I thought it didn't work. But it didn't work because I was eating 450 calories. It blows my mind to think that that's what I used to do. In 2021, Kat, who I will link below, became my personal trainer. She taught me that calorie counting is the way to do it. I'm a big believer in going and doing my own research, so I went deep dive on calories, understanding how they work, what you have to do, everything. And through Gillian Michaels, is that her name? A Gillian Michaels video, which I'll again link below. That video was the very first video that made me get it. I got it. I understood calorie counting and I understood how it works and why it works. So I'm just going to give you a little example that she uses in her video. First of all, I'm never going to discuss numbers with you. I'm never going to discuss how many calories I eat. I'm never going to discuss what I weigh. I'm never going to discuss exact amounts that I've lost. I will tell you approximately what I've lost, and I'll tell you approximate measurements that I've lost, but I'll never say I went from X stone to X stone because I'm not about that. It's just triggering for me for years, and I will not do it to other people. Each person's body is individual based on your size, your height, your age, your gender, your movement. You will have an amount of calories that is your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. That is how many calories you will burn if you did absolutely nothing. You stayed in bed. That is the amount of calories that your body's breathing, growing your hair, using your organs. That is the amount of calories that you need every single day to make your body function like a regular human functions. Then you have your AMR, which is your active metabolic rate, which looks at how much movement you do, and I will leave a link to a calculator down below so that you can go and select your one of your 4 level movements. You can put all your details in and it will give you a number. Let's say my number of my AMR is 1750 because it's an easy number, and I am eating 2000 calories every single day. No exercise at this point. Nothing, no exercise, no movement. Then I am adding to my body 250 calories every single day that I am not burning, that I am not doing anything with. Those get stored as fat because that's what your body is supposed to do. It's meant to store, it's doing its job. Say I then take my calories down to 1500, then I am using 250 calories of my body's stored energy per day. So I'm burning 1750 just by living my life, and I am eating 1500. So 250 calories every single day are being burnt by me and my body. It's well known that it takes approximately 3,500 calories to burn 1 pound of fat. So if I'm consuming 250 less calories per day than I need to, my body is going to take 14 days, 3,500 divided by 250, 14 days to burn 1 pound. Does that make sense? And I know this works for my body because I spent 3 months tracking calories in, calories out, exercise calories. And I tracked how far, what they were dropping by, what my weight should be dropping by, and what my weight was dropping by. And it worked. Let's say now I do X amount of exercise per day and I burn an extra 500 calories. I'm eating the amount of calories that my body needs. So I'm always staying healthy because I'm always eating the amount of body calories that my body needs. My BMR, I'm never ever going below my BMR. Burning 250 calories because I'm eating less than my AMR. I've got 250 here. And then I'm adding an extra 500 calories of movement, exercise per day. So that means I'm burning 750 calories per day. It then takes me approximately 4.5 days, 3,500 divided by 750, it's 4.6 I think. Takes me approximately 4.5 days to burn 1 pound. So over the course of a week, I could lose 1.5 pounds. Does that make sense? The thing that is so important, I cannot tell you how important this is. You cannot do this. You cannot eat less than your BMR. And when you are hungry, you need to eat. Someone said to me recently, oh, it's actually been said twice to me recently, oh, that feeling of being hungry means that your body is working, you're losing weight. That is not the answer. Eat. Not eating is going to put your body in starvation mode. Not eating enough calories, not eating at least your BMR is going to put your body in starvation mode. Please, please, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please. It's never going to work. I know my calculations, I know how many calories I need, I know my active calories, and I know how many calories I want to burn. And like I said, I have a spreadsheet that I enter these into, and that tells me approximately how much weight I'm going to lose. And it's pretty accurate. So I know that if I have had a week of not exercising, but I have been reducing my calories by 250 per day for a week, so consuming the 1,500 in the example, not the amount I use, it's literally an example, then I know that I will lose half a pound that week. There's other things to factor in. Say you have had a high sodium meal, so that your water weight goes up and you're not drinking enough. Like, there's so many different factors to include, but over time, as a general rule of thumb, using this method does work. I think the reason I'm sharing this information is not because there's people out there that are going to abuse it, because there are people you're going to abuse this. It's shared 1,000 times over the internet, so me adding to this isn't going to stop the people that want to abuse this from abusing it. However, there are people out there like me who have spent years looking at fad diets and feeling completely worthless and not being able to lose weight because they followed fad diets. And I think this would have helped me hugely years ago to understand this bit of information, that I have to heal my wounds, heal my past life experiences that have caused me to carry pain on my body, then understand how many calories my body for my weight, my height, my gender, my age need, and then start tracking my calories and understanding that if I'm eating 2,500 calories a day, as an example, if I'm eating 2,500 calories every single day, that's 750 calories that my body is having to find a place to store. It's too many calories for my body to know what to do with. So it stores them and it makes you feel rubbish. It really makes you feel rubbish because your body's concentrating so much on where to store this extra energy and not concentrating on how to be healthy and how to make sure its organs are functioning properly and how to fight off disease and how to... all of those things. All it's concentrating on is where the heck do I put this extra 750 calories that she's giving me every single day. I found as soon as I started counting calories that my life changed. My life genuinely changed. And so I'm here to share that information with you. I'm going to take you for the rest of the day through what I'm eating and how I track. I use myfitnesspal. I'm going to put a screen of what I'm doing here on my phone so you can see. And then I'm just going to add in my calories for breakfast. I'm having this guy for breakfast. He is Misfits. I really enjoy them because they have a good amount of protein. They are easily trackable in calorie wise and they just work for me. Now, I haven't had the gingerbread one. I haven't tracked the gingerbread one before because obviously over Christmas I have not been tracking. So there we go. We can add him in there and you can see that he is high in protein and he's got 187 calories. It tells you the amount of macronutrients because I am subscribed to as a plus thing. I don't know if I get a refer a friend member or anything on myfitnesspal, but if I do, I'll put one in the link below. Also, I don't know if I get a Misfits refer a friend, and I will link these below because they are incredible. They're perfect for me for breakfast. I just love them. I'll link below if I've got one. I'm going to take you back to a day in 2021. Let's try April. I'm going to blank out a lot of the numbers, but it just shows that you can see what I've eaten. and how much I track. And I literally will weigh for the first couple of weeks. I will weigh everything, and then once you've done that, you kind of get a good idea of how much stuff weighs. And then I will weigh probably once or twice a week to make sure that I'm staying on track. So you can see I apparently had sausage and mash for dinner here. So I've weighed the potatoes, I've put the potatoes, the milk, the butter. You can see that I've had some mini eggs, some licorice tea, and I've had my multivitamin gummies for the day. You can also see that I did 107 minutes of yoga. I did 107 calories of yoga and 275 calories of dancing, plus some steps, which can't be right because if I've done dancing, I'm not going to have only done 949 steps in a day. For the rest of today, you've seen what I've had for breakfast. I'm going to take you on a day of what I eat and show you how I track and how I weigh and what I'm eating. First thing I'm having is this guy. For lunch, I am having a brown pita bread with fried chicken. I have measured out my olive oil. I've added some mushrooms and tomatoes, all weighed. And a big chunk of my very favourite salad. Mid-afternoon snack, I'm having the My Vegan chocolate. I think this is orange and cacao. It's gross, but it does its purpose. And I'm also having a scoop of the Ghost Super Greens. I'll leave a link in the bio to both of these. I have the vegan one because I don't have milk. For dinner, we're having a potato bean mix. It's got a 5 mixed bean salad, chopped tomatoes, lots of herbs, topped with potatoes, cheese, and served with a big pile of chunky salad. Having a walnut whip as a evening snack. So just before I go to bed, I wanted to just quickly put a screenshot again of myfitnesspal here. I will take out the calories and the bits of information, but at least you can see what my day looked like. Plus I did some movement, which I didn't record. Yeah, that is what I've eaten today. That has been my day, and I will see you again tomorrow for another video. Make sure you subscribe if you've enjoyed this content. It's been a long one, I'm sorry. But make sure you subscribe, make sure you click like and share it in case someone else needs to hear this lesson today.